welcome to another episode of Mick Mowers. Today I'm being joined by my little boy Riley. He's going to come out and give me a hand today to try and get this mower up and running. This mower was purchased for just £10. The gentleman said that it was running fine, the pull cord snapped, so he replaced the pull cord, and after that he just couldn't get it running. So he outed it on his local marketplace and I picked it up for just a tenner. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's see if we can't get this little tiny lawnmower up and running again. And here's the lawnmower in question. It is a touch windy today, so I do apologise for any wind interference you may experience with the sound, but I'll do the best I can do. So here's the little lawnmower. It's got a little tiny 450 or 3.5 classic Briggs and Stratton engine on it. It's in really good condition actually, to be fair. It's nice and clean. The bloke has looked after it. The pull cord is brand new, of which I can see, and I think it's got to be something quite simple on this. So without further ado, let's have a little look and see what we can find. Okay, so first of all I just want to check the blade to make sure the blade's on correctly. Mind yourself there, Riley boy. Move it over a bit.
I'll help.
You can help, yeah.
Yes,
yeah, the blade is on. He wants to sharpen. That's a definite.
Hello.
So let's just check the fuel, see if there's any fuel in it, and try and see if we can get this thing started. Is there any petrol in it, Riley?
What?
Any petrol in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some in there.
Oil.
Oil goes in the back of there, that's right.
Yes,
In a minute. Let's give it 3 pumps
Daddy.
and try and start it up.
Zero.
It may start, we don't know yet. Let's have a look. No, not going to start.
Oh.
Yeah, so shall we fix it then? So let's get it up on the table and start to investigate the reason why this little lawnmower's not starting. Let's have a quick test for spark and see what we come up with. So I'll just get you into position, nice and close, and we're going to test for spark. Okay. Yes, Riley? It's working. Well, the lawnmower's not working, no. It's broke, isn't it? Okay, so spark plug out. Yeah, it's an NGK B2LM. It's the right spark plug. You can definitely see and smell the petrol on it. It's a little bit carbon. Just going to give it a bit of a clean up. Okay, so the spark plug's now clean. It's gapped correctly between 30 and 25 thou. So that's all good. Let's just put the spark plug back in, and then we do the spark plug up. Now I'm just going to put on my spark plug tester. These are fantastic little devices which you can get on any retail online shop for about £2 or £3. That goes just there. Just got to cable tie the dead man's handle back. Right, so now cable tie the dead man's handle. That's now back in a position, so I can now pull the cord. I'm going to pull the cord this end so that I can clearly see the spark plug to see if it's gonna flash. Okay, we have no spark. No spark, Riley, so that's not a good thing. Okay, so let's move on and we'll have a little look into the ignition coil to see if that is actually set correctly. I don't think he would have played with that, but let's have a little look inside here anyway. Right, it's very simple. With a 3/8 or 10mm, they do vary in sizes. This would be a 3/8 I'm looking at, and there's a bolt just at the front that's got to come out, which is just there. Let's do that and take that one out. Just grab my extension bar. There it is. Yeah, it's not working yet, mate. one on the side to do, because you've got to take this pull cord cover off, buddy. Pull cord, yeah. And then there's one just around the other, next to the exhaust guard. Comes off and goes over the back. So let's have this ignition coil loosened. There is a gap in between, and it looks relatively close, so I'm not suspecting it's going to be this. Now that was tight. And so was that one relatively. So I'm just going to re-gap this ignition coil. There's a magnet on the flywheel, and every time the magnet goes past the coil, that sends a spark. It could be that the magnet actually needs a bit of a sand off. Maybe that's not making a good connection. So where's a magnet? There it is. You can see it as I pull it round, you can see the coil moves into position. So the magnet is working. Yeah, and that looks clean as well, so I don't think it's that. So what you want to do is get a piece of card and just very gently work it into the gap, like so. Allow the magnet to come round like it has now, and then nick up the ignition coil. Just encourage it into place. Got to be on there relatively tight, these, not colossally tight because they're only small little tiny bolts, but they have got to be on there relatively tight. Okay, so that's now on, and remember to remove a bit of card as well, that's quite important. Okay, next we're going to move on to the microswitch itself. Okay, so I'll take the cable tie off a dead man, and you can see just here there's a little tiny metal tab that goes down, and as long as the microswitch clears that, which it is doing, I might give it a bit of a clean.
Yeah.
Bit of a clean, Riley?
What clean?
Bit of a clean. Clean on the microswitch.
Why?
Because there's a bit of oil on there, a bit of dirt on there.
Dirt?
Yeah, dirt.
What's that dirt?
Dirt. Just round here, look, you see it there? Just round here.
You didn't know what it is?
Ah, I think Daddy's found the problem.
What problem?
I think I found it.
What do it?
Hang on. Right, so I think I just found it. So this microswitch here
Why?
has a wire that goes all the way around to the coil, and if you remember, the gentleman said he'd replaced the pull cord, which means he had to take the pull cord assembly off. Well, if I just spin you around here, I can see a piece of wire with, it looks like it's been burnt over, it looks like it's been caught up. So I suspect that he's put the pull cord back on and trapped that. That should sit in there effectively. He's actually trapped it in that bolt housing. So let me disconnect the wire, or just get a bit of electrician tape. Let's see how bad that. Yeah, that's quite fresh too. You can actually see the copper exposed on it. I don't know if you're getting that. Just there. Can you see it, Riley? See it there?
I can see it.
Yeah. So it doesn't get a bit of tape.
Yeah.
And just re-insulate that. So let's get it insulated. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just literally going to take this wire out of its little housing there, and then that will then give me, let me bring it back down, that will then give me access to this. I've got some electrician tape. I'm just literally going to put some tape around that, just so those bare wires are not touching. The weather is not at all pleasant down this neck of the woods on the sunny south coast. It's not particularly sunny, it's particularly blowy. So Just literally reinsulate that. This could be a nice little fix for a £10 lawnmower. These don't sell for excessive amounts of money, but either way, £1 is £1. Okay, so now let's reconnect it onto the microswitch. Onto the switch, you're right, Riley?
Yeah.
It's a bit fiddly. Yeah. There it goes. Fold that over.
Yeah.
Like that. Now, that's got to sit just in there. Like so. I'm happy with that. So let's now fit the pull cord assembly back on. Right, so with that cable now repaired, I'm nearly 100% certain that's the cause of the issue. Let me just grab the 3 bolts I require.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's put them
Yeah.
in place now. So I'll make sure I don't do the same thing that he did. No, that's lovely. And just as a quick note, with these 3 bolts that go on, this one here is different to the other 2. It has a collar on it. So make sure this one goes over the exhaust.
Yeah.
Over the exhaust side.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get that one fitted on first. Get it married on. That's it.
Body.
And then one goes over here.
Yeah.
Are you copying what I say?
Yeah.
One goes on there.
Yeah.
And then one goes at the front.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to zip them up.
Yeah.
Very windy.
Oh, no.
Let's do that one up. Nice and tight. This one. Okay, so I believe we can now retest for spark.
Yeah.
Should be just down here. I'll test for spark here. Yes, I can just see it. So we have now got a spark. Okay, so let's now put the lawnmower on the ground and see if it'll start.
Okay, Daddy.
Let's give it 3 pumps.
1,
1, 2,
2.
3. Round this way. Alright, that's a bit loose. Tighten on that. Okay, dead man's handling. I gave it 3 pumps, didn't I? Okay, so a fantastic little fix. Nice and simple actually, just wanted a bit of investigation. So it looks like the bloke actually took the pull cord off to redo it, which he's done a fantastic job doing, but unfortunately pinched the ignition cable or wire in the housing at the same time. So a nice simple little fix for us. That lawnmower now be up for sale. And give it a bit of a service. That'll be good to go. Just like to give a little shout out to a fellow subscriber of mine, just opened a relatively new channel, Jacko's Small Engine Repair. He's repairing lawnmowers in his shed, pretty much the same as me. So nip over to his channel, I should put the link below. Nip over to his channel, say hi. He's just started out, same as me, and it's good to get the community around it, these people to get our subscriptions up so other people know about us and we can help lots of other people. So thank you very much for watching this edition of Mick Mowers, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Before I go, we have just purchased a new lawnmower today, a new one.
Yeah.
You got mud on your nose.
What's that?
I don't know, you've been in the mud somewhere. We've got another lawnmower coming today. Let me just show you what it is.
Ow.
And For those of you that know your mowers, let's see how good you are. So this is our new mower we just purchased today for, I think it's about £20, which is the Jacko Commodore B17. Lovely little mower. Again, it's a cylinder mower, not my favourite. Let's give it a go. So, quick question: any reason why do you think this lawnmower won't currently start in its current condition? Leave the comments below and let's see how good you all are.